1.1 integers. I can identify, compare, and order.
Nice job, Avery. Everyone give Avery a big hand. Wow, that was really good, Avery. Okay, so ladies and gentlemen, welcome to your first video of the year. We're talking about Chapter 1, Lesson 1, integers. And hopefully you all now can identify, compare, and order them. Real quick review though. The key word in our vocab today was
Integers.
okay, and an integer is a whole number and what?
Opposites.
Whole number and opposite. Okay, so question, is 1 3/10 an integer? Yes or no? Hello?
No.
1 3/10 would be a whole number plus part of another. That's not a whole number, right? So a whole number and then the opposite. So if I give you the number 7, the integer of 7, what's the opposite of 7, everybody? -7. Okay, cool. Do you guys get how this works? Okay. So positive integer, negative integer, above 0, below 0. I'm going to skip through that one. Number 2 is kind of a big one. We said in our cheat sheet that we need to look for keywords to write integers. So if I wanted to write the integer for loss of 40, do I need to know what this word means?
Yes.
Okay, if I'm talking about 15 feet above sea level, do I need to know what that word means?
Yes.
So above is kind of referring to what kind of integer? Positive or negative?
Positive.
Okay, and letter C here, we talked about -7, and we could have come up with lots of different things. You guys said loss of 7. You could have said 7 feet below sea level. You could have said 7 yards under the ground, or whatever it might be, right? But we're looking for those keywords. The next section we talked about were inequalities, and that's where we're comparing two different things. How do you remember, can someone raise your hand and tell me, how do you remember the symbol for less than, Ashton? It's a crooked L. Does this look like a crooked L?
Yes.
And less than begins with the letter
L.
L. Okay. The other way is, how do you know what number is bigger when you have an inequality? How can we always tell what number is bigger, Swara? Does this look like an alligator mouth? Say yes.
Yes.
And it's always eating the bigger number, right? So if I go down to our examples here, is the alligator mouth always eating the larger number?
Yes.
Yeah. Is 3 bigger than 1?
Yes.
Is 6 bigger than -4?
Yes.
And so on and so forth. Okay? And then the last thing we did was we graphed number lines. And so I asked you to graph a couple of numbers. When you're drawing a graph, you always start with the number what?
0.
Everybody?
0.
Okay, and then if we're graphing a number like 2, we just did 1, 2, -1, -2, right? But if you're graphing the number -25, we did not go by ones, we went by
5.
If you were graphing the number 70, you would go by probably what? Raise your hand. What would you go by? If you're graphing the number 70 and -70, you would go by what? What's that? 10. Could you go by 7s?
Yes.
Would both of them actually be pretty good?
Yes.
Okay, I would think either would be good. Questions on that? That's all you need to know. We go to that?
Yes.